Oh
Yes,
man,
thank
Yeah.
you.
pretty
Continue.
serious.
All right, the robots give us their approval. We are
Thank
Yeah,
you,
that's
robot.
real.
okay, guys. Do you want to just jump into the action?
Pew, 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 pew.
Yeah, that sounds
Yes.
good.
So we
All right.
last
So
left.
right. So we left off. You were in. You had broke into the YMCA
Yep.
in in the Barrens. All right. So you were in. Let me see if I can pull up the map here. Yep. So you were in the south side Barrens, the South River Barrens. Very rough and impoverished, stricken part of the city, part of the sprawl. Remember, you had your run-in with the Candy Kids,
Yeah, it's,
Yep.
yeah.
Hmm.
Candy Crush Kids, um, and you managed to score a strip of mysterious red gelatin from them, which I think you still have, or did you give that to the poor?
I think he gave it to the homeless dude.
I think maybe, or did he have his own
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
walked in on him.
He
Remember
had
you?
his own.
Red
I didn't-
Ghost?
Yeah. So you guys remember you crawled through one of the broken windows into the Y, and you followed the dried bloody footprints to the cafeteria, where pretty much it was left as it was during the whole shootout situation, with dried blood smeared on the floor, and chairs and tables flipped over, and bullet holes in the tile floor and in the walls. So you were checking the whole place out. Of course, the bodies were no longer there. And then you heard a sound coming down from the hallway, and you followed it, and you found a very pathetic soul about to consume his precious gelatin strip, his precious red ghost.
Red Ghost.
Interrupted him, and Caduceus dosed him with the truth serum, and you proceeded to question him, applying him for a lot of information about what happened during the shootout, and information about the Paladins. So you basically squeezed him for all the information you were going to get, let him go do his thing, and you're crawling out of the window, headed back toward your bikes. Now, the druggy guy gave you a tip. He said that there was a local bodega, he said a local bodega where the Paladins like to hang out, or some of them like to hang out. And maybe you could go there and talk to the guy there, and maybe learn something or other.
Yeah, there are two places we could find them. One's the bodega. I just saw that on here. Where the hell did I write that? And the other is West River District. Is that where the bodega is, or no?
No, I think West River District, or like West Side Barrens, that would be,
That's north of us, right, or something?
yeah, that's going to be north of you. So that's to your knowledge, that's kind of where they retreated. Okay.
Yeah, they
They were pushed out of the south side zone, and now they're north of you in this West River Barren zone, which is like basically a district to the north. And although you don't know where,
Yeah.
the,
You have
the
no clue. Yeah, we can't just run around being like,
it's a big
Paladins, come out and play day.
but you could. I mean, there's plenty of ways that you might be able to go there and kind of hit the street, and maybe drum up some information. Pull some pull some favors from your contacts, call up your people. There are ways, you know, you have a lot of resources at your disposal, but you also have this lead.
Yeah. You guys think bodega action?
Yeah. And what is the actual action? So we just have to find out if they have an object, right? Like a magical dealing.
An
We don't-
asset. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
If they're using an asset, and then maybe try to find out what it is. I actually wrote down the instructions, but yeah. And
Okay.
once we have the information, let's see. We have to find out if there's an asset involved. That's basically it. It's recon. We gotta find out if there's an asset involved.
Okay.
Yeah, if you can,
Yep.
basically the parameters of your present contract are investigate, determine whether or not there's an asset in play. You know, if you can possibly identify the asset or confirm its existence. Get back in touch with your fixer, who will set up a secondary meeting with the proxy, with Agent Snow, and you can and she has expressed willingness to negotiate like a secondary contract.
Oh, cool.
Basically, if you can, the sort of implication here is that if you can confirm the existence of some kind of esoteric asset in play, some sort of occult asset in play, she is or may be willing to hire you to procure it.
Nice. Sounds good.
But the parameters of that need to be, are on a kind of a to be determined terms right now, right?
Right.
Cool. Okay. Yeah. So I'm down for bodega as a
Yeah.
deal.
Sounds good.
All right, cool. So you guys parked like a block away, right? Your bikes are you have two bikes, is that correct?
Yes. I'm on someone's bike. Rick's bike, I think.
Okay, so you're on Squid's bike. So Crunchy
Yeah,
and
Squid.
Squid are riding together, and Caduceus
Mhm.
is riding his moped separately.
Meep, meep.
Okay, yeah, cool. So yeah, so you're heading towards your bike, and you turn around, you turn the corner, and where did Rick go?
Oh no.
Turn the corner, and Rick is gone.
Hi, Rick.
No, we just had you.
No, he's gone.
Chris, I sent you my list of contacts, right?
You did.
Okay, I'm trying to find my list.
Let's see. I'm gonna. All right, I'm gonna text Rick. Lost you there.
Character sheets and contacts. This is what I need. Character sheet. Character sheet. Contact list.
Huh. Yeah, you sent me a little like a Word doc.
Yeah, I'm just pulling it up now. I was like, where is it? So I'm
You have Dicker, Lowell,
Dicker,
Esmeralda.
Low, Esmeralda.
Yeah, V, Dicker, Lowell, Esmeralda.
All right, there he is.
Ah,
There you are.
Dude, I'm sorry. I was moving a fan and unplugged everything.
oh my God.
His laptop has like no battery basically, so it just shut right off.
unplug your anxiety.
Disappointed.
All right, so you turn the corner, right?
Well, I think before we do that,
Yeah. Okay.
I want to get in touch with my contact Lowell.
Lowell. So Lowell is a co-worker at the clinic.
Yes,
So he's a doctor.
he's a doctor. He's a co-worker at the clinic.
Okay. All right. So let's get in touch with Lowell here.
All right, I want to get in touch with him.
All right. So you go into AR. You scroll through your virtual Rolodex until the little icon of Lowell's face pops up.
Yep.
You know, it comes out and sort of enlarges in the periphery of your vision.
Okay.
And there's a little phone icon that you focus on, and that turns from red to green. And you hear the dial tone go out. Boop, 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 because we're in Europe. Boop, boop. A moment later, he answers the phone. Hello?
Lowell. It's
Yes,
Arjun.
Yes.
Lowell.
He doesn't call you Caduceus, does he? He calls you
No, he calls me Arjun.
Argent?
Arjun.
Argent.
That's my Arjun.
Is it? Oh, okay. Is it? Argent. Yes. Hello? Is everything all right?
Everything's fine. I just need you to do me a favor.
You need me to do you a favor?
Yes, please.
Oh God, I'm busy. What?
I have a sample of dried blood. And I need you to be able to run it to the lab and see if you can find out more information about who this blood might belong to.
You need me to do some kind of see if I can make a genetic match?
If you can make a genetic match, or if you can tell me
in a database, in a police database. I don't have that kind of information.
Do you know anybody who does?
Do you know anybody who does?
I would think you.
Maybe I do, but it's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some time.
All right. Well, keep if you happen to hear anything, if you happen to know anything, or happen to have anything that jogs your mind, please let me know. It's very important.
Well, when am I gonna receive this? When am I gonna receive this sample?
Are you going to be at the office later?
Yeah.
Or at the clinic later? Whatever.
Yeah, of course. I'm always at the office. Where else?
I hear that. Yeah.
No. Yes. Put it there. I'm sorry. Yes. These idiots. Who hires these people? Oh, wait. You do. I'm sorry.
Just I'll be sure to get it to you by the end of the day.
Yeah, sure. No problem at all. No problem.
Okay, I appreciate it.
All right, let's pause for a second here. Lowell's your contact, right?
Yes.
You want Lowell to do a favor for you.
I would like him to do a favor for me. Yes.
All right, so let's take a moment to kind of look at what that actually means mechanically.
Yeah, let's do it. So I'm assuming that this is probably not a favor that he has full access to, and that he may want something in return, or this is like a level 2 favor, or however you want to call it.
Right. So let's try and be really clear about the parameters of what you want him to do.
Yes.
Okay. So when you're calling on a favor, rep is used. Okay, so rep can be used to call on favors from your contacts and allies. These favors must be reasonably available to the NPC in order to call them in. You roll your permanent rep score against a threshold equal to the favor's degree to determine if the NPC is willing or able to cooperate. All right.
Okay.
So you haven't really delivered the sample to him yet, right? So maybe he can go. Well, first of all, let's just take a step back and and talk a little bit about the exact parameters of what you want him to do.
Okay. I want him to be able. Okay, I see. I kind of see what you're getting at.
Like, you want him to just tell you what blood type it is, you know, if he can give you like some kind of profile of the person genetically. Do you want him to like try and match it to a database that they have medically?
Okay. So
You looking for an
so-
identity? What are you looking
so
for?
if he were to, so if I were to ask him to,
What are you trying to do? What's your goal?
my goal is to find out who this person is that
Okay.
they killed.
They were, aren't they all just gang members?
But like, yeah, like actual identity,
Oh, okay.
like an actual identity of this person,
Okay.
because maybe there's somebody
Okay.
or something. So my goal is, because we don't know who any of these people are who are actually killed, aside from the fact that they're gang members. At least I don't think we do.
Well, you know that there are some of the neo-tribal, some of the paladins were killed. You know that 3 of the paladins were killed in the gunfight. You know that some civilians were killed too.
That's true. So we don't really know who the blood is.
Right.
It's probably a collection of.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I mean, getting a positive ID might be something more appropriate for like a police. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you.
Because you need to cross-reference genetic profiles and databases, or someone that can like hack biometric like identities.
Right.
You know, I mean, but you're talking about like cloud ID signatures and things like that have like biometric markers embedded, and that's, you know, that's really high hacking shit.
Right.
But he could be able to say a lot of things about the blood. He could be able to tell you the blood type. He could probably tell you with some, I mean, assuming that the diagnostic technology of the near future is a lot more sophisticated than today, he could probably tell you if this person had diseases. They could tell you if this person had high cholesterol. He could tell you this, you know, whether or not this person had you know, healthy kidney.
COVID-19.
You know,
Yeah, seriously.
if it was a man or a woman, maybe. I don't know if you can determine that from blood, but
Hopefully, there are chromosomal differences.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you could do like DNA analysis. I mean, yeah. So I guess it's a question of whether or not, if you're doing like it's a question of like DNA. Yeah, so you can do like DNA analysis. Or I mean, are you just putting under a microscope? I
The
guess
DNA could probably give you race and stuff like that.
Yeah. So let's say that I'm asking him to run a DNA test on it.
right, which would be a little bit more sophisticated than, you know, just running blood work, right?
Right.
So if like you go to if you just get like lab work, you're not going to be able to find out someone's like ethnicity or their sex, right?
Right.
But if you really start crunching the genome, you would be able to find out, you know, a lot more stuff about them.
Okay.
That's certainly something that he could do, although I would say it would be a more difficult favor.
Right. Yeah, so let's examine the mechanics of these more difficult favors.
Okay. So it's a question of whether it be a moderate or significant favor. I would say it would be a moderate favor. I don't think, you know, I don't think it's really it's within his field. It's within the tools that he has available. I mean, he's got the laboratory equipment to be able to do that. It's just a matter of taking time out of his busy life to give you the amount of time that it requires to do this. So he's going to have to spend a few hours doing this thing for you. Right. So it's going to be a moderate favor. In which case you roll your permanent rep score against a threshold equal to the degree to determine if he is able or willing to cooperate. Do you want to roll that now? We should roll that now. Maybe
Roll it.
Maybe we'll say he's still on the line. He's still in AR. You know, you're still talking to like the picture of him in AR. AR is funny too because, you know, when you're talking to someone in AR, you don't necessarily see their face because there's no camera pointing at them, right? So they might have like a little avatar of themselves that you see, or I mean, I guess if they hold their phone, you know, you could see them.
Okay. So what do I roll?
What's your rep?
Rep is, that's you. Oh,
That's you.
you know what? I'm looking at your sheet, not mine.
My rep's really good.
Yeah, I was like, oh, rep of 4. Okay. No, I only have a rep of 1. So maybe this isn't.
Your rep sucks unless you want to spend a point of effort. If you have a point of effort,
I do have a point of effort.
Spend a point of effort.
You know what? Let's just do it. Let's just see how this works.
All right. So you spend a point of effort, and then you roll your 1 die. So that gives you 3 dice to roll, and you want to try and get 2 successes.
Okay, and then a success would be over 4 or 4 or over
or above. Correct.
All right. So we're rolling 3d6.
How do you have 3? I thought you had. I just got 2. Sorry.
You have a point of effort to spend, right?
Yeah. All right. Yes. So it's 3, right?
I think you have that first.
No. 4 greater than 4. Greater than 4. Greater. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
One
success.
Okay.
So he's useless.
All right. Okay. So
he's useless, I tell you.
Lowell says, well, what's your name again? I'm sorry.
Arjun.
Arjun, I just don't have time for you right now. I'm really sorry. I'm up to my neck in work here. I'm gonna have to take a rain check on that. Okay. We'll talk at the office. Okay. I gotta go.
Okay. Have a smoke. Bye.
Try to quit. All right. So that's how that works.
Okay. So
rep can be really cool if you have it.
Yeah, if I pay attention to whose character sheet I'm looking at. Like 4 rep. Wow, that's really great.
All right, so you turn the corner and there's a bunch of kids sitting on your bikes. Smoking.
Nice. Can I just tell you, I just spent on my my experience for a point of firearms and a point of perception. Is that allowed?
And for a point of security system on my bike.
Oh well, my bike is totally secure. It's got a level 5 rating 6 mag lock.
Yes, let's go. We're ballooning today.
I got lock on this.
Yeah, so like one of the kids like sitting on the seat, like pretending to drive it, you know, and a couple of the kids are just leaning up against it, you know, like smoking.
I opened fire. And I'm kidding.
And as you guys are like walking up, one of the kids points out, and they're like, "It's the juice box guy."
I think that's for
this bike's cool. That bike over there, that one sucks.
He's ragging on your cord, man.
They're like, so you try it? You like your candy?
Anyone gonna say anything?
You were the one who
You're
bought
the
the
one who
candy.
wanted to buy
Okay,
it.
it was so good. Actually, it's for my grandma. I haven't tried. It's for my grandmother. She's hardcore. I gotta put my accent on, don't I? Fuck. Pretend I have an accent right now.
What you kids want? You want to go for a ride?
They're like, one of the kids is like, "What were you doing down there? We saw you crawl into that building. No one said you could go in there."
Oh my god.
No one said we couldn't either.
How many kids are there total?
Like 6 kids.
Ah, fuck.
They're
Like
like,
a rabbit team.
they're like, no one said you could sneak around in this neighborhood. That
I
costs,
just ignore.
the other kids like that costs extra, Sneak. The kid's like, yeah, sneaking costs 50. Sneaking costs 50 more.
All right, so
Vroom, vroom, vroom.
I pull out my Ruger Hornet. I say 50 bullets. Actually, I pull out that and my Stinger. I got one in each hand. I'm just, and I look as crazy as I can look.
Make a intimidation roll.
Oh yeah, intimidation. Okay, is it just intimidation or is it intimidation something else?
Can I assist?
Sure. Absolutely.
Is it just my intimidation score, or is there anything else added to it?
All right. So I want you to roll intimidate plus charisma.
All right, so that's 6, and my specialization is to stop fights.
Oh, cool.
With intimidation. So
Okay.
how do I?
So that means your specialty means that if you roll two 6s, you get 3 successes.
Okay.
For every 2 6s you roll, count 3 successes. What is Crunchy doing to assist? How is he assisting?
I'm gonna like puff up like my chest, so I'll be even a bigger, kind of like Smony looking dude. I'll
you
also like
You draw your gun?
yeah, I draw out my gun and I'll be like, you know why you motherfuckers think I look familiar? Because I'm in your fucking nightmares.
So I got 2 successes, which I guess is 3 successes, and then whatever Crunchy is adding to the party. Oh, how does assist work?
Crunchy rolls, you get an extra die.
So who rolls it?
I guess you would roll it. So we'll roll 1 more die.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So 3 total successes.
Okay. All right. Well, 3 total and 2 total.
Yeah, because of specialization, you said I get an extra success or something.
No, with the way that
Oh, I thought. What did you just say?
That's I could have sworn you just said that.
You just said that.
He said if you roll 2 6s, you get an extra success.
Oh, they said 2 successes. Okay.
All right. So, so they don't like jump off and run off in fear, but they're like, all right, let's get the fuck out of here.
All right.
Yeah. So they're just kind of like shit. And like just kind of like fucking saunter away.
Oh man, we could have used Caduceus's crazy look also. Does he look like a walking skeleton? Or
I have
something?
no intimidation skill.
Don't you look like a walking ghost though? I mean, that's.
I think they would just laugh at me. I just get off the bike. Get off the bike. Get down now.
Yeah, I mean, I figured there's like threshold 2 to intimidate them, but all right, so they clear out.
Cool.
What do you guys do?
Let's get on the.
Want to go to bodega?
Yeah, let's get on the bikes and go to bodega land.
Yeah.
All right, so so I think maybe you passed the bodega on your way toward the Y. All right. Crunchy pulled his fly back, right? You got your fly back.
Yeah, I pull my fly back.
Okay, all right.
I was like, excuse me. That cost
Hello.
extra.
Okay, all right. So yeah, so you're driving out on the road, and you see coming up on your left. It's still early in the, it's still early in the day. It's probably maybe noon or so, right? You come up on this like squat concrete. Well, let's see. I can. Here you go. Here's your bodega. It's neon at night,
Nice.
Nice.
even though it's
Oh, I
hot.
like it.
That's good.
So yeah, so you see this like this like micro mart. You see this building coming up. There's like graffiti spray painted on the side of it. But you can see like through the graded plexiglass windows, you see all of this brightly colored merchandise on the inside. And you see an AR above it, some, probably this 8-foot tall virtual signage, that kind of, it's this giant like rotating hot dog that that kind of flashes to these 3-dimensional letters that says Mitra's Micro Mart, as it's sort of
Nice.
rotating in 3-dimensional block letters that like kind of like flashes back to this glitchy hot dog, that glitches back into Mitra's Micro Mart. Okay.
Nice.
So yeah, there's some you see cameras outside of it all over the building. And there's some electric charging stations outside to charge your electric vehicles. And you see the doors leading in.
Cool.
Shall we go?
Let's go.
Yeah, let's park and wander in.
Do you all go in? Does anybody stay outside?
Darwin hurt. Oh, sorry. I just had to say that because of Mike's shirt.
Yeah. I'm impressed you know it.
All right, go on.
Yep. So all 3 of you guys go in.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I'll hang out outside on the bikes.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll look tough and I'll just make sure the hood, like random other candy kids don't start fucking around.
Yeah, yeah.
Sweet.
I mean, you've driven quite a ways from where the candy kids were. Yeah, maybe like several avenues length distance from where they were, right? Okay, so you push the doors open. So Crunchy's outside, Caduceus and Squid walk inside. Okay, so inside the Micro Mart, you hear like Slavic pop music, kind of like playing through hidden speakers. And you see several aisles of snack foods, instant noodles, like Goya, bean paste.
So my portrait is just wall to wall in this bodega.
Yeah, right, exactly, right. Like,
That's the reason I want to stay outside. Like, I'll be a little recognizable in there.
yeah, exactly. There's cases of beer coolers. You see prominent shelves of like those cheesy saint candles. There's a big silver one of those big silver boiled down coffee dispensers, and there's this kind of stainless steel box that might be a hot dog station. You're not entirely sure. And okay, so and then there's the cashier, of course, and you see there's kind of like this kind of like plexiglass box where the cashier is behind. Okay, and you can see that there is kind of like these like maybe like pictures or some kind of icons or something like that, kind of like taped to the inside of the plexiglass of the box, you know, and you can see like some guy who's sitting there and he's like kind of looking, you know, looks up from his little computer terminal as you walk in, and he's sort of eyeing you. He's kind of older, you know, maybe he's in his 60s. You can see he's got like facial stubble. Maybe he's got some tattoos.
I look for some Virgin Mary candles, if there's any Cairo candles
All right.
or Maltese cross candles. I'm just gonna buy a couple of candles that are like that sort of iconography.
All right.
Like
So
a-
you're like browsing through the different candles and stuff like that, looking for stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of just looking at the all the junk food, just looking at it, just going.
He goes, hey, store in that museum, okay? Hey, you look, you buy. No try funny business, okay? I've got camera watching all of you, okay? I got private security contractor too, okay? No funny business.
God's watching us all, I say. You got cameras, we all have God.
Yeah. All have God, huh? A whole man over here, man of faith, huh?
Yeah, you could say so.
So one of my special skills is language. Can I tell where he's from?
You want to make a roll?
Sure. So that would be insight plus what?
I would say it would be intelligence plus education.
Okay.
What, you have a specialty in language and what in insight?
In insight, yeah.
Oh, in insight, huh?
Yeah, I don't know why I put it there, but I did. So it's just we'll keep it there.
You have any in education?
Well, yeah, I have some, I'm just gonna move it to education.
Do
There.
Yeah, you have a lot of
I had the same for education. All right, so
Yeah, go ahead, roll. Let's say difficulty 2.
D6. Number 4.
Oh dang! You know exactly what neighborhood he's from.
That's like the opposite of my last roll.
Yeah, wow. Oh yeah, I mean, he's Ukrainian. It's
He's
just,
Ukrainian? Oh gosh. That's kind of like Russian. Oi, вы хотите апельсиний сок? Здесь вы хотите где апельсиний сок? Вы знаете, что я говорю?
well, he's really impressed that you speak. So are you speaking Russian or Ukrainian?
It's the same thing.
Maybe not to him.
Yeah, not to Ukrainians.
Just pretend I'm speaking Ukrainian.
So your character speaks foreign languages.
Well, my character understands foreign languages, but I think if I have 5 successes, I think that's a good
Okay. All right.
I gotcha.
So like, what do you say? What are you saying to him in Ukrainian?
I'm здравствуй, как дела?
English
It's a
version.
very nice store you have here. Oh, look, you have my favorite brand of orange juice.
Oh, you're a very nice boy. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, please. So good to hear you speak so well. You speak so well. You like orange juice? You like American hot dog? You like
I like
sports
American.
fan? You like a Cubbies?
Amerikanski, очень американский.
Wonderful, wonderful. Help yourself to hot dog.
um, so I'll say, oh, I am Arjun. You know, this is a very nice story you have. I am Arjun. This is my friend here.
Well, very nice to meet you both. Please, disregard my manners. Yeah, we get a lot of people coming here, junkies, gang members, all sorts of terrible people coming to my store all the time. You can never know who's going to walk in the door through the door next. You cannot be too cautious, you know.
Oh, I understand. I totally understand. Totally understand. My friend here really likes your candles.
I do.
Well, yes, of course. Buy a candle. Light a candle for the saint. God will bless you.
So what is it that we're actually trying to, what is it that we want to ask him?
About the
I-
gang members.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I was gonna say.
Ask
was
him
gonna say,
about
our-
the gang
That's what
members.
I'm that's what I'm doing.
Well,
I
he
just had to remember.
He said gang members. I was gonna say, are all gangs bad? Should I say that?
So do you have, okay, so I'll say, do you have a lot of trouble with gangs here?
He kind of like he kind of like looks, he kind of like leans forward and like looks out the windows a little bit and sort of leans back in, and he's like sometimes sometimes the people around here can be a little rough. You do what you gotta do to get by, you know. You gotta I've been through worse. I've been through war, okay? I've been through worse.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have this now. Yeah, I've been through this, eh? He shows his like artificial arm.
Oh shit! Yeah.
But it's not even like a really good prosthetic. It's like a really robotic, really primitive looking you can just like see the skeletal structure of the steel, all the motors moving as he's like sort of flexing his fingers.
yeah. I
Lost it in 42 in Moldova.
Oh, sorry to hear that. Yeah, we heard about what happened at the Y.
Terrible story.
Terrible story.
Tragedy.
Yeah. Squid, you could jump in here anytime.
Yeah, I was letting you do your thing. I don't know. Yeah, very unfortunate. It's bad to see. I hate to see good people get attacked like that. Good people trying to do something for a neighborhood.
Yeah. It's very sad what happened there. Hey, why are you interested in why? Where are you from? You're not from around here.
Okay, I'm gonna have to be a little honest here. We're trying to catch up with some friends, the Paladins. We heard they got cleared out by the devils. We're trying to get in contact. We think we might have information for them, and they might have information for us. I want to tell you,
That's all right.
we mean no one any harm. We like the work they're doing. What's that?
No, you just
What?
choked. You choked up a second
Oh,
there, but no, I got the gist of it.
okay.
Yeah. Says, friend of the Paladins, huh? Friend of Paladins. You're looking for the Paladins, huh? And you think I know where you can find them?
Yeah, we think you know. We know enough to ask you if we're to try to get back in contact.
And how do I know you're really friend?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to
What if
tell you.
you're not friend? What if you're enemy and I lead you to them and I betray and let's say I betray trust.
Well, you know, I don't know what to tell you. I don't have any. I don't have anything for you except for what you see here. Look at me though. Look at my eyes. I promise. I promise you, I would not harm these guys. I would not do anything to these guys. They've been helping the neighborhood, and then just as things are getting better, they get run out of town. Yeah, I don't live in this neighborhood, but I know what's going down.
Well, I'm looking at you, and I see fancy coat. I see fancy shoes. I see
Not that fancy.
fancy haircut. Huh?
So can I use my persuasion? It's only a 5.
Well, he's like, maybe you and me, we can come to arrangement, right?
What do you have in mind?
Well, everything has its price.
Okay. Well, what are you saying?
You're not very smart, are you, huh?
You'll have to
What-
forgive. You'll have
What are
to
you
forgive
offering
my
for what
friend.
price? What are you offering for what price? That's what I'm asking you.
How important are these paladins to you, huh? They sound very important to you.
They're important to everyone. Yeah, my specialty in persuasion is negotiation.
He's like,
That's great. My specialty is begging.
So we'll get it one way or
Exactly.
okay. So,
one way or the other.
okay. I was like, okay. 1,000 credits.
Let me just do some math here. Okay, carry the 1. 700 credits.
700 credits. I think we can come to an arrangement. Yeah.
Okay.
So as you're having that conversation, Crunchy is standing outside, and you see this van pull up.
Ooh.
Okay, and this is black van. Okay, with like tinted windows, and all you just hear is like fucking black metal, like. Like blasting like at maximum volume, like, and it's just like, the whole fucking thing is like just kind of like shuddering the volume of like this like blast beats and like distorted vocals and screaming, howling, like coming from coming from the subwoofers out of the back of this thing. All right, so that kind of like rolls up behind you, like into the parking spot next to you.
I'm gonna hang out, not make a lot of eye contact. I'm just gonna blip the guys through AR, just like la la la, and just send them a little whatever version of a text message is of whatever the scrang is called, the devils or the guys are just like outside. Boop, boop.
Right. Okay. Okay. So yeah, so like you get that message that just like pops up, and both of you guys get that like little text message pops up in the periphery of your AR feed. Bing!
Glaven.
And and you see Mitra like kind of like glancing over to like one of his like security feeds, like one of his screens, and and suddenly he just like this look kind of like passes over his face, this extremely like concerned and nervous sort of look passes over his face, and he's like, yeah, the 700 credits, right? We can still make that deal, right?
Yeah, I think we have company though. What should we?
Yeah.
Can you lock this place down?
Well, no, everything will be fine. Yeah, but maybe maybe you want to advance me the credits, and I'll be very happy to give you the information. Yeah, after all this is taken care of, won't be no problem.
Let's wait.
Yeah.
I could. You can trust me. I promise you, I'll be very compliant. I'll be very happy. Hey, I'll take 600 credit.
Oh my god. um.
Huh.
So I'm a little slow here. He's just trying to get the credits before these guys get in here.
I
Think we're gonna die before?
I think all of a sudden he is he hasn't become so trustworthy.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
All of a sudden I'm not feeling
I-
him.
You think he's in cahoots with these guys?
I
I
don't
don't
know if
know.
he's in cahoots, but I think that he is
As soon as he asked for money, I felt like I trusted him less. But
All right, so Crunchy, the sliding door of
oh
the
boy.
van like opens up, and just like all this like smoke just kind of like pours out, and you see like these two figures just like throw like cigarettes onto the ground and like step out, and what do they look like? Yeah, both of them really tall. Both male, leather jackets, tattoos up all the way up their necks. You can see they've got shaved heads with like pentagrams like tattooed onto their bald scalps. Okay. And you can see that their eyes are augmented. One of them has like glowing red like eyes, and one of them has yellow eyes that look like a wolf. And you can see that their teeth have been augmented too. They've got like dental implants, so that it looks like they have fangs. Either that or their normal teeth have been like filed down to points. And so they step out, and you can see they both have like submachine guns slung, with a little strap hanging at their side. And the first one, like, as they like kind of like walk by you, the first one like picks up his gun and like just points it at you and goes, bang.
I laugh. I'm like, mm-hmm.
And he just kind of like skips, like into the store.
Hey.
all right.
And like at that, like the door just like kicks open, bang, and like slams against the door, and you hear like the little bell ring, cling, 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 and so the two of you guys are, I would assume you're by the kind of the entrance or the glass where you're talking to Mitra, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, how much are the magnums? As soon as they walk in,
Seriously.
I'm like, yo, how much are the magnum condoms? They're usually behind the glass, right?
Mm-hmm.
Something
Yeah.
behind the glass. I'm asking for.
Magnum condoms.
Yes.
Uh, you
give me a bo-
free.
Yeah.
Magnums
Give
is
me a bottle of that vodka too. Behind
Yeah.
so like the devils are like kind of like walking up and down, like you can see them just like go straight for the beer, they're going like straight for the beer cooler, and like it's they like they're opening it up, they like open up the beer cooler and just like grab a case of beer. Each of them have like a case of beer under their arm, one of them just like grabs like a 40, like cracks it open and just like starts drinking it right there. You know, and they kind of like turn, and you know, like one of them just like grabs a bunch of like Slim Jims, you know, and just you know, just like shoves that in his pocket or whatever, and they start like walking toward the counter. Like, hey, one is like, hey, hot dog, ha ha, hot dog. Yeah, and the guy like, and it like opens up like the thing with like the boiling water with like the hot dogs, and the guy like takes his hand and just like puts
Oh
it
God.
and like pulls out like a bunch of hot dogs and just like just starts eating.
Oh God.
Oh man.
The other one laughs.
So much low-grade pork in these young men.
Spits it on the ground, you know.
Oh God.
And, you know, like just starts like walking over to the starts walking over to the counter. And he like is he like walking up with you guys? He goes, beep beep, time to leave.
Yeah, I give him room. I try not to even look at them as I'm like just like kind of fading out of their way. Just
Yeah.
like
Where do you guys go? What do you do?
I start walking for the door.
Right. So you know, so you hear
Well, actually, I'm gonna hang back. I'm gonna go to I'm gonna be like, you know what? I want to pick up some snack cakes
okay.
or something. I'm just gonna hang out by kind of like the back of the store by like the snack cakes and look at ho-hos, Twinkies, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'll just like look as inconspicuous as possible and just be like,
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm leaving.
yeah.
I'm gonna go see what Crunchy's up to.
So they like slam the case of beer onto the counter, and they're like, scratch offs. We want scratch offs. You're like, yeah, of course, scratch offs. How many you want? They're like, Mitra, we want all the scratch offs. Come on, man. It's like, yes, of course. Is there anything else I can get you, you fine men, you gentlemen? And the one kind of like leans in and like he grabs like Mitra like by the collar, and he says, "You can give us our fucking money." Yeah, yes, of course. I have it.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Am I already gone when he says this? Oh boy. Did I already leave by the time he say this?
I don't know. Maybe you like hearing this as you're like opening the door and about to leave.
All right. If I hear that, do people have credit chips on them that are just like you just hand over?
Yeah, this whole the money thing. We need to make a hard decision about how money works in this game. It'd be a lot easier.
Yeah.
I feel like
because I don't know.
A lot of exchange of currency in this world, and I'm not sure like. Maybe we need to have like a paper currency in this game as well as like a credit currency. I'm not sure.
Or something like maybe it's like you know when you go to New York and you have your Metro card, it could be something like that where it's something flimsy that you could just fill up and hand. It's physically disposable, but it can quickly receive cash. Because if I have something like that, I might walk back in and be like, "Oh, hey, I forgot to pay," and give Mitra 600 credits.
Yeah. So I mean, that might give you pause. So let's just say you hear this transaction occurring while you're at the door. That gives you pause. Okay. So maybe you don't leave right away. You hear the fact.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I hang back a little bit.
Yes, of course. If you let go of me, respectfully, I will go and I will get the money that I owe you. Absolutely, no problem. No need to be upset. Very sorry it's taken me as long as it has. It's been a slow week. They're like, stop talking. We want the money. and you can see he's at this point, like he's taken his gun and he's just like kind of like laid it on the counter like that.
While all this is going on, I'm just gonna set up a farmer pack and I'm gonna set up a tranquilizer.
Okay. All right. Are you doing this
Like very discreetly, like
okay.
kind of less like in my coat almost.
Okay. All
Just
right.
kind of setting one up and then like
I would like you to make a stealth roll to see if you can do this in a stealthful way.
do I have stealth? I do have some stealth. Okay. Is it just stealth?
It's going to be dexterity plus stealth.
Or agility, maybe?
Yeah, sorry.
Agility plus stealth. All right.
Yep.
That's 4.
And I'm gonna see if the other guy notices you. All right.
All right.
The way that works is he's a little distracted. He's, there's one guy who's kind of doing the talking. There's another guy that's kind of like watching the situation, but he's kind of more interested in what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy is going to take a little bit of a penalty to his die roll. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to have like a contested roll. So you roll, and how many successes versus how many successes I roll. And if you have any net successes, you win. If he has net successes, he sees you. Got it?
All right. Yep.
Understood?
Yep. Let's do it.
All right. So let me find my statistics here. There we go.
All right.
Make a roll.
I got 2 successes.
Nice. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4 dice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Cool. So he is going to roll 3 dice, and because he gets a -1. He'd normally have a die pool of 4, but he's got a -1, so it's
All right.
3. And let's see. Bam.
Wow.
Ooh, it's a push.
So it's a tie. So in the case of a tie,
Heroes always win.
Maybe neither is really successful. Like he turns and Caduceus isn't able to really complete, like they kind of like startle each other.
yeah, at this point, well, he has 0 successes. So, and which means he doesn't have any successes with which to see you. Okay, so I'm gonna say that you are successful, but barely. Okay, like you are just the bare minimum of drawing attention. Let's just say he sees you, but he isn't, and he's starting to notice you, but he doesn't know what you're doing. He notices you. He notices you're acting a little weird and you're loitering in the corner, but maybe he doesn't quite know that you're loading up a fucking gun.
Okay.
You're not loading up a drug.
So
Okay, cool.
So basically the way that looks, maybe I need to resolve this mechanic a little bit more firmly, but I think he's basically just like, there's a dude over there. What the fuck is he doing?
I'm in their periphery, but
Yeah.
still okay. I gotcha.
And his eyes keep like kind of glancing back to you, like, who's this guy up to?
Gotcha. And I'm just concentrating really hard on the stack cake.
So yummy.
For a long time
14%.
now.
I'm
Wow.
gonna fuck Swiss miss.
I wonder which one of these has more niacin in it.
All right, so Mitra is like at the safe, like opening the safe, right? He's like entering a code, into the maglock of his safe right now, right? And what is Squid doing?
So he's opening a safe right now. So he says he's getting money, right? Did he sound like he was lying or like he doesn't have the money?
He sounds like he's like vamping for time,
Shit, how do I approach this? I feel like any interruption will just get me shot. And there's no way I can surreptitiously just transfer him money because I don't know his information yet, right?
So so you see him pull out this begs the question of like a safe and cash and credits and everything else. So he withdraws like a pile of like cred chips or something like that from his safe, and he nervously brings them to the counter, and while you're just like kind of like standing there at the door.
Well, okay. So I'm kind of like browsing and then listening. I'm not really looking. I mean, I'm looking, glancing, but I'm trying not to get noticed. So like if I think I'm gonna get noticed, I'm gonna look away. Basically, I don't know. It's something that doesn't quite work.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm browsing and kind of glancing over every once in a while when sound gives me an indication, oh, it might be safe to look. That's never a perfect thing, but
okay.
I'm more so listening than looking.
Okay, all right. So right. So and he's like I give you everything I have. I give you everything I have. I don't have enough, but you take everything. You take everything you need here, and I promise you by next week I will pay the rest. I'll pay the rest with interest. I promise you, of course. And the guy's like, with interest? This is supposed to be with interest. You
All right.
fuck.
So I walk over and I go, what do you call a clerk in this place? Hey, I'm like, hey, you took the wrong card. What are you doing? You took the wrong.
Whips around and he's got his fucking gun like straight at you.
Yeah, and I look past the gun to the clerk. You took the wrong card. What are you doing? I act like the gun isn't even there. Like I didn't even notice it.
Mitra's like, oh, what?
and the wrong card. I paid you the wrong amount. I try to hand him the card.
At this point, like the devil like fucking like grabs you by the neck and like tries to jam his fucking the gun like up into your jaw.
Okay.
Do you let him do that?
No, I'm gonna try to dodge or whatever I can do.
Okay. All right. And he's like, "Hey, motherfucker! What the fuck are you doing?" And he's like just like tries to grab you and fucking jam his gun like right into.
Okay.
You. Okay.
As I'm dodging, I'm gonna be saying, "Astrospectra Oziraka."
Okay. Maybe we should roll initiatives.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'm thinking that.
How do I roll initiative?
I mean, I know we all want to de-escalate a fight, and that's your specialty. But on the other hand,
There's a fight.
We got to learn how to fight in this game too, right?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna die tonight, but that's cool. So what do I roll for initiative?
How many initiative dice do you have for physical combat?
Oh, yeah, 5. What?
You have a 5.
I don't know. No, I have. Where do I? Oh, I have nothing in my box for initiative dice. I have initiative 5, and I have nothing in my box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So you.
Because I didn't see how to.
That is true. I don't have that either.
Right, well, I'm going to tell you how to determine that. Okay?
Yes.
Initiative. Go to character creation.
Because I think the book says that like see chart or something, and then I couldn't find the chart or I didn't recognize it or something. I don't remember.
Okay, so initiative is equal to agility plus intelligence. On page 21.
Yeah, that's what I have. I have 5. But then
Right.
how many dice do I have?
All right. You have 1 die.
Okay. How do we determine that?
Well, if your role or any additional like cyberware or something like that gives you additional dice, you would add more than one die.
I see.
Oh, okay.
So I roll 1d6.
So you add 1d6 plus 5. So it's like, for instance, like Street Samurai, gain 2d6 extra d6s. Like certain classes get extra dice when they're in the Matrix. For instance, like Crunchy would get extra dice if he's jumped into a drone.
Oh,
If you had like wired reflexes, you'd get more dice. Things like that.
Got it.
If you're a hacker in the Matrix, you get more dice. So like if you're a class with like specialty like specialty combat or whatever.
So I only rolled a 1d6 because I didn't know how to do. You just write +5.
Yeah.
So I have a 9. It says 4, but that's without the +5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I have 6 initiative, so I have 10.
Okay. All right. So Caduceus is 10. Squid is 9. What about Crunchy?
12.
No shit.
I've got a lot of initiative.
All right. So doubles. Want to see the combat map?
Sure.
Sure.
Oh, I came prepared.
Here for a fight. Zoom out.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Can you see that? Is that?
I could see. Oh, yeah. Are you scrolling it? Who's scrolling it?
I just scrolled it. Maybe you should be able to scroll on your own screen.
All right.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought I was able to before, but now I'm not so sure.
Can you guys see the map?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm trying to. How do I scroll it?
There's a plus and minus at the top.
I
right.
did that, but then once it minus, can I? Oh, I see.
Oh
I
yeah, there's
see.
little side dudes.
Okay, so that's Squid, and then okay,
See the names?
Yeah, Crunchy.
I see one so far. Let's see.
I have Crunchy and Caduceus.
Yeah.
I see Squid. I don't see the other names for some reason.
Oh,
one.
we're probably in control of our own dudes. We can probably
Yeah.
only see our own names.
Oh, and since we are both there,
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
okay.
I can do is I can.
So,
There's. I'm
Chris.
trying to have this. There's a. Do you see like a red? Yeah. This is fucked up. Fuck you, roll 20.
I think we should try that that other one with a terrible name. Net roll.
Because I had this set up and it was working like yesterday, and now of course it's not.
oh no.
Objects into. So we can move the dudes around. But what's supposed to happen is map layer. There we go. All right. So
Grid.
you can see the red grid.
Yeah.
All right. So everyone's character can snap into a grid.
Cool.
And
Right.
what's that? People can't see everyone else's name. Is that what's going on?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but I
can
think
we-
that's just because it shows us what we can control.
Yeah.
Should be able-
Okay.
everyone should be able to see it.
It's a sub function somewhere. Like in the like one of like the weird info panels. It's not worth doing now. It's like a weird like setting universal somewhere.
Okay.
And then are the bad guys there yet on
No.
the grid? Okay.
So, Chris, can I ask you a question in the meantime? So, I'm looking at the Pharma Pack stuff. And it says that for an additional 2 units, I could turn it into a dart, right?
Yes.
How do I fire said dart?
You load it into a dark gun,
So I do need a dart gun.
which you
Okay.
have because it's part of your.
I do have it.
Yeah, it's part of your.
Cool. And do you have the range of the dart gun? Is it in there?
Yeah, it's in there.
Okay, I have to go back to it.
But unless you have it prepared ahead of time, it's not something you can do right now. You can load something into your gun, but you can't make a region at the moment.
Did he finish making that tranquilizer though?
Yeah, I had the tranquilizer
Made.
made.
Previously, right?
Yes. So does it cost me extra time to make it into a dart and load it into a dart?
I thought you were making it into a dart.
I,
Oh,
Yeah, I was.
okay.
Oh, is that what you were doing down there? You were like
Well, that's
transferring it into a dart?
well, I was. Yeah, like I guess that is what I am. Like, would it take extra time for me to do that?
Okay. Okay. Right.
And then what would be the range of that
Okay.
dart gun?
Tell you what, on your turn, I'll have you make a roll.
Okay.
I'll have you make a roll that will determine whether or not it is finished and loaded.
Gotcha.
Okay?
Gotcha.
That would be the fairest thing to do.
Okay. And as for the gun itself,
Hmm?
under medic, it only says dart gun. So would that be under weapons?
Yeah. So
Okay.
as far as you're looking for the range, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's look under biotech.
That would be under biotech.
It's under dart gun. Although
Ah, okay.
range is under dart gun. Let's see if it's under firearms. It's not under firearms. So
I mean, there's a Beretta dart. That's a pistol.
no, it's different. So I'm gonna say the dart gun. It does not have a long range at all.
Right.
It's got about the range of like a taser.
I was going to ask about that as well.
So let's say it's got the same range as a taser, and
Okay.
that is going to be well, that's kind of shit, isn't it? 1, 2, 3.
I think it would be a little bit more than a taser.
No, it would be longer than a taser. So
I'll be right back.
let's give it the range of the throwing knife then, okay? So 2, 5, 10.
Perfect. And then if I want to throw it from a range of 5, if I want to shoot from a range of 5 yards, I take a -1 penalty. Right.
Yeah, so
And then long is -3.
right. So
Okay.
yeah, so point blank or close range is 0, medium range is -1, long range is -2.
Is -2?
I believe so.
Okay. It's -3 here.
On the is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, let me check the rules. Long range -3. Oh yeah. Okay, -3 it is.
All right.
And the ranges are in feet, right? Or meters?
They're in yards.
They're in yards. Okay. And each square is,
Want to say each square is a yard?
yeah, that'll make my life very simple.
Oh, that's much better. Cool.
All right, so Crunchy's outside.
Yeah.
In the white clothes. Squid is this is Squid. This is Kaduceus.
Mhm.
Right? This is Crunchy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
These are the Satans.
Yeah. But our positions are different than that, right? Because I'm
Yeah,
I'm
you,
like
why don't you
up on
move
one.
yourself to
Yeah.
where you want to?
I'm
How do-
assuming I'm like here.
Yeah.
I'll move yourself to where you want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, where am I? How do I do this?
Oh, click on the arrow icon in the top left.
Ah, I see. All right. So which of those guys to look out? Oh, I know which guys to look out. Hold on.
We'll say that this guy.
I must be right here. Oh, you just moved him right on top of me.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Right.
Well,
Yeah,
if
I
you're
can move down. I can
there,
move down.
this guy, this guy's probably here, right?
Okay, so something like that maybe.
This guy's if this guy's the lookout or whatever.
Yeah.
He's
What's with these circles I got here? Red, green, blue. What's that?
Oh, you could make them your like life levels or stuff like that if you wanted.
Oh, I see. How do I get rid of them though?
Click
just click
somewhere. Yeah,
Yep.
Do what?
just click somewhere else on the screen.
Oh,
Right.
there we
So
go.
anyway, yeah. Let me roll initiative for these two guys. I haven't done that yet. Sorry, I'm getting a little caught up.
4 and 4.
6 plus
0 successes. That's the guy that's right up on me, right?
He's
That-
so unsuccessful at moving. He's just stuck there.
That's the guy. He like tried to put the gun in my chin and then like he shot himself. And I was like, that stinks, and he ran out. And then
No.
You just like go through. You're like,
The critic shows up.
"Ew." Somebody made a duty.
flashes him back to like his worst experience ever, and he's just like leaves. And I'm like, that's combat.
So Crunchy, you can see all of this sort of taking place through the glass of the window that you're standing near. So you're outside.
Mhm.
You've been able to see, the devils walk in, and you probably get a decent view of them harassing the guy behind the counter, and the whole situation with Squid getting close, and then like this sort of like scuffle break out between him and the guy next to him. But you're the quickest. You're able to react the first and fastest. So what does Crunchy do?
So mechanical question. If I tase one of those dudes and they have enhancements, does it fry their enhancements?
I don't believe it does.
Okay.
No, I don't think a simple taser is enough to like override their cyberware if they had cyberware.
Okay.
But it does. I mean, the taser does non-lethal. It does stun damage, does electrical damage.
Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, if I tase the dude and he's got like digital eyes, it's like oh, now you're blind.
I like the way you're thinking, but yeah, I mean,
No.
the digital, all that stuff is it's very sophisticated.
Totally cool. Just wanted to trying to figure out which way to do fun things. So what do I have? So I'm going first.
You are going first.
The van is still on, by the way. It's still
The van is still on.
Yeah, I mean, it's we're dealing with like electric. There's another thing I'm noticing with this game that's like a little kind of disorienting is that this idea of like electric vehicles in the future. So you can't really hear them coming. They don't have exhaust.
Mm-hmm. It's very dangerous for people who are differently abled.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't hear them like rolling up on you.
Yeah.
You don't feel them.
Yeah, I'm super tempted to do like 4 different things. Okay.
Drive the van through the.
I was thinking of that. I was thinking of driving away with the van. I was thinking of blowing up the van or just opening fire on the dudes in the place.
Yeah.
I mean, we could use their van, and that would give them fucking pause. But then you guys might be shot with submachine guns real fast.
Just FYI, I mean, there were the two gang members came out of the sliding door on the side of the van.
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh.
You didn't see anyone come out of the driver's side or the passenger side of the front.
Got you.
Grenades.
Yeah.
Do you have grenades?
I don't have grenades.
I was gonna ask about that. Are there grenades?
Oh yeah. frag grenades, stun grenades, plasma grenades, smoke grenades.
How did I miss that? Fuck. All right. Well, after this fight, I'm buying some grenades.
After
like the
this
best.
fight, I'm buying grenades.
Unless I buy the farm first.
Can I? Could I theoretically jump into their vehicle? Not physically, like digitally.
Oh.
No, because it is not. Well, first of all, it would need to be enabled with a drone box.
Okay.
So there's a special way of fitting vehicles with jump in capabilities.
Okay.
You need to have it needs to be specially out. You could turn your motorcycle into a drone that you could jump into, but it would take a certain amount of modification to do that.
Got it. Okay, so then what I will do instead
That's what you're thinking.
is I will,
If you're a hacker, you could hack it.
right.
but-
So what I will do instead is I will physically jump into the van and try and point blank shoot who would be ever in the driver's seat in the head with a heavy pistol.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, so do you want to go in through the passenger side and shoot them?
Well, if the slidey van is still open, I should be able to just jump in, essentially be behind
That's what
the
I was
driver and just go flap.
That's what I thought he was talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
And these dicks probably left the door open because they don't think anyone's going to attack them.
Yeah. Sure. The door's open. That's fine. All right. Okay. All right. So I like your style. So so Crunchy hops off of his bike, bounds up into this van, and just starts plugging the driver.
Yeah.
Ah.
Let her go.
Oh, man. That's a lawful good thing to do.
Fucking awesome. All right. So you jump in, the driver turns around and is like, what the fuck? And at that point, the gun is up and you've already taken your shot. So you're gonna have to roll.
Sure.
Does he get surprised or something like that?
Yeah, he might actually get surprised. Yeah, so let's roll surprise here. That's a really important thing to mention. Surprise.
Nice.
So just keep the combat section open.
Yeah, do I have that? I think I have.
Determine surprise. Okay. So why don't you roll? I mean, I would assume you're trying to surprise him, right? That's the whole.
Oh yeah, the whole point is just one as fluid 350-pound motion as I can make.
All right, so you're gonna roll agility plus stealth,
Agility.
and he's gonna roll intelligence plus perception.
Where is my stealth? I have no stealth. I have agility. All right.
And you can
Alright.
always spend dice. You can always spend effort if you have.
So effort at the end re-rolls or effort at the beginning does a bonus? Is that?
Well, it's +2 or they're rerolls.
Uh,
I think I might be changing the reroll rule at some point down the line. I think I might limit it to 3 dice rerolling rather than all of the dice rerolling.
yeah, I'm gonna do. I'll see at the end if I want to do a re-roll. So let me do agility for the moment.
Okay.
So that's.
Well, how much effort are people going to end up having later in the game?
Well, you could always spend experience on it.
Because I'm wondering, like right now we have 1. I don't know how much it takes to replenish it. What does it take to replenish it again?
Oh, I did that
You
wrong.
get every day. You get it replenishes.
Oh,
You
okay.
have to put the slash.
It replenishes, and then
Oh.
things that can replenish it.
Okay.
And you can always buy more too. You can always invest in it. So he's going to roll intelligence plus perception, which is actually just a flat stat for NPCs, which is just a mental stat, which isn't very good.
Come on, 0 successes. Come on.
What did you roll, Mike?
I
3.
rolled 3 successes.
Oh, wow. Okay. 3 successes. God.
I'll do my reroll then.
What the fuck?
All right, go ahead.
What is with Chris's rolling on this game? This is insane.
Roll
The GM powers here.
2d6.
Yep.
One more.
All right, so you win.
Yeah.
Where's the pencil? Lapis.
All right, so he is surprised. He is flat-footed. He cannot. Basically, what happens to a surprised character is they're taken unaware, and they roll initiative normally. So he's in the normal initiative turn, but he takes no actions, reactions, or movement during the first turn of combat.
Oh, okay. So he just loses a turn essentially.
Yeah, and it also leaves him vulnerable to attack.
Okay.
Cool.
Characters take a -3 penalty to resistance rolls during the turn that they're surprised. So you take your attack, and when he rolls to resist, he's at a big penalty.
Cool. So how do I
That's
attack?
that's the big benefit to being surprised is this like big penalty to resistance. Basically, their reactions are so compromised that they can't get out of the way of the attack. So it'll make your attacks that much more better. So all right, so what you're going to roll right now, Mike, is you're going to roll agility plus firearms.
Agility plus firearms. So that is 66. 3 success.
Okay, so he's going to roll to resist. So he's going to roll his resistance, and with a goal of reducing your successes. Okay.
Okay.
There's no way I can reduce your successes to 0 because I only have 2 dice. So I'm going to roll. I get 0 successes. I think my carrot's facing the wrong way here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. So does that mean the last time you?
No.
No. He's
Okay.
I don't know what happened before. That was weird. All right, so I get 0.
Oh no!
no, wait, Chris, are you doing greater than you did?
You did less than and greater than. So
That's
when
why.
when Mike originally rolled and he had his 3 successes before he did the reroll, and you rolled and you had 3 successes, you only had 1 success because your carrot was the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm looking up the line here. So this is 3 successes here.
Right.
Mike rolled 3 successes. I rolled
Right.
6, 4, 4, 3, right?
Right.
Right.
And that's supposed to only be one
One
success. Because what you said was 4d6 less than 4.
Or that would be no. Is 4 is also a success, right? Or is it less than or
Four's
equal
above
to?
or success.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
3
Force a
successes.
success. Yeah.
Oh, so it wouldn't matter anyway.
That's a
Oh,
wash.
okay.
Still a
Okay.
wash. And so you rolled 1 more because you spent effort on the reroll, and you brought it up to 1 net success.
Right.
Okay. So that gave you the success with your surprise. So he's surprised. So he gets a -3 to his reaction.
Okay.
He
But
failed
just-
he failed completely his
Right.
resistance roll. And
Yeah.
you roll 3, so you get your full 3 successes to your firearms test. All right.
Okay.
So in order to determine damage, Mike, those 3 successes that you rolled get added to the damage value of your gun.
Oh wow.
So damage value is 5. So it's 8 damage.
8
Nice.
damage.
To that guy's face.
Yeah.
Damage. All right. So he has armor, so he can reduce it with his armor.
He has armor on his face.
Well, it's not a called shot. I mean, it's
Well, what is he shooting though? All he can see is the guy's face because he's behind him in a car. I think the guy's face looks like a Jackson Pollock painting.
I mean, he's trying to get out of the way. He's
Okay.
No. Yeah. Do the
Like,
armor.
He's struggling to not get shot in the face, but not very effectively.
But he's very surprised. I'm not sure if he's struggling to do anything. But yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, right. Well, I don't think that's going to give you any more. I don't think you can squeeze any more damage out of this. Basically,
That's fine. Don't even worry about it.
I'm just saying I don't know where the armor comes into play.
well, armor kind of works passively. I mean, that's why armor is like a great thing. It's like it always works, even if you get surprised. It's always going to reduce your damage no matter what. Okay. At any rate, you blast this guy. He's got an armor. He's got an armor rating 3 because he's got an armor vest on. Okay.
Mhm.
So he reduces your 8 damage to 5 damage. Okay.
Sweet.
And he has got 7 hit points. So you basically blast him down to 2.
I'll accept that.
Okay.
Right. So right now he's got like a bullet hole. Like you probably shot him like somewhere in the upper chest, like you probably blasted a hole through his lung, so he's it's just like squirting blood. He's so stunned and confused and in screaming in pain and thrashing. And the death metal is still blasting, throughout all of this.
No can even hear the gunshots of the metal.
Oh man.
Anyway, so that happened. So back in the micro mart, I'm not even sure. Did you hear the gunshot over the death metal?
I don't know if they would. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if they hear anything. It's part of the background noise.
Plus, we're concentrating on what's happening in the mart. I'm not sure if I hear anything beyond this guy's breathing that's in front of me.
All right, so Caduceus goes next.
Yes.
Because he's on 10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we've established that I've not put the dart in the dart gun yet, right?
All right. So let's why don't you roll? Let's just see. Roll intelligence plus biotech, and we'll see. We'll say difficulty. We'll say difficulty 3 on that.
Okay. Is it R slash?
/R.
And
/R.
if you succeed, it's in the gun. If you don't succeed, it's not in the gun. And you
All
need
right. So 6 and 3 successes.
3 successes.
6.
6 successes.
All right. So
It's already been shot.
Yeah, it's in the gun. It's loaded. It's ready to go. What do you want to do with it?
All right. Let's try. What's my move? Can I move and then take my action?
Yeah, you can move up to your agility rating in yards.
Agility rating.
And how much is each square yard?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And where's my agility rating?
It's just under your physical attributes, I guess.
Okay, so it's 2 yards. I can move. Yeah. And
Or
is
you
this
can spend, or if you want to move more than that, you can run a maximum distance of agility times 3 as a full round action.
Yeah, that one is.
But then you won't be able
magic.
to shoot after, I
Yeah.
think, right?
Can I go
Yeah.
diagonal?
Yeah, I think so.
So 1, 2, right?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. Still wouldn't be within range. Still be within 6. If that's the case, I'm actually gonna stay here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Did you only move 1 yard? How does that work with diagonal? Is that 1 yard or 2 yards that he
It's
moved?
1.
Just then?
Everything's 1. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
did you just move once or twice just then?
Well, once and twice, right?
Let me
That'd
see.
be there.
Oh, yes.
And then it's still 6 yards.
Okay. Yeah. I'm sorry.
So
I thought you
So you can move 9 as a full round action, or you can move 3 and then take an action.
Yeah.
So movement is part of an action. A character can move a distance equal to their agility rating in meters or yards.
Right. So I only have 2 as my agility rate.
He only has, he has,
Oh, it's only 2. I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Okay. And so you're trying to see if you can hit him with a dark gun. So you're still.
Well, if I could hit him from medium range, but I wouldn't be even here. I'd be 6 yards. I wouldn't be able to hit him with medium range.
Right.
So I might as well stay here.
Well, I mean, the thing with your dark gun too, bear in mind, is that you use your biotech as a medic. You can use your biotech skill to shoot with it.
Right.
which
That's going to give you a heck of an advantage over using your firearm skill.
True.
That would give you like, yeah, that's a super amount of rolls.
Yeah.
Might be worth trying to do long range.
Yeah, let's try it. You know what? I'm gonna
You
be
only
right
have the one-
here.
you only have the one dart though.
It's fine. It's fine. I still have my Armor Text Vector 416 carbine. But I'm committed to the start now.
I was gonna say, why don't you just shoot?
I'm committed to the. I'm
Oh,
committed to
oh
the-
yeah, because you can use biotech too. That gives you an advantage. Okay,
Right.
instead of firearms. Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna be here, and I'm gonna try shooting the guy that's holding our squid friend here.
All right. So the darts have a little bit of their own little subsystem here. Attacking with a dart gun follows the normal rules for range combat. Attacker rolls firearms plus agility versus the target's resistance attribute. Net successes are reduced by the armor rating of the target. If any successes remain, the drug takes immediate effect.
But I thought he was rolling biotech instead of firearm.
Yeah, but for
Yeah.
medics, they can use biotech instead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so you'd have to also go through his armor. It's not just hitting him.
Hmm.
Oh.
Right, but the thing is, if you get any successes, the drug takes effect.
Oh.
And also, an attacker can make a vital shot and aim for the neck or another exposed part of the body for a -3 penalty. So you can bypass the armor for a -3 penalty.
Yeah, but at the range, I already have a -3 penalty, so I'll be a -6.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Which,
Yeah, so it's risky.
it's risky, but I'm a medic. It's worth trying.
Okay.
But you're not gonna call a shot, right? You're just gonna shoot him.
Yeah, called shots always reduced to your die pool though.
Yeah, I'm saying he's not going to, right?
Right. So let's see your let's see. Medicine biotech is wrong guy.
Hold on.
Biotech.
Where's the contact? Here you go. Oh, totally not someone conscious. What? Cool.
What is your biotech?
My biotech?
Yeah.
It's 4.
What's your education?
2.
Okay, right. Okay, so you swapped them. Okay. So you have 6 dice. So you're at the penalties. You're only rolling. Is it? You're only rolling 3 dice?
Yeah. Yes. Because I had the -3 penalty from the range.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So-
So I mean, I guess maybe it's there's a question of whether it's negative. It should be a -3 penalty if that seems fair, or it should be a -2 penalty for a long range. I don't know how you guys feel about that. I mean, I don't know. I was a little surprised to hear that it was a -3, but that's how I wrote it originally.
Well,
I mean, as you get more powerful, these penalties probably aren't going to be so
right.
But even still, I mean, it's -2. I mean, that's pretty significant. -3 is like. Oof.
Yeah, but I think in like the higher powered things that aren't super close, it essentially there's like a double and a double. Like it kind of makes sense that like
Yeah, like it would make sense that like
200 yards away is way more harder shot than 50 yards away.
right.
So yeah, so it does jump. The long range does jump pretty high. All right, so the resistance is Oh, he's got high resistance. All right, so it's gonna be a risky roll, but go ahead.
All right, let's find out what happens.
Your 3 dice against his 5, so
3d6 greater than
No,
4.
other way.
I
Greater
don't,
than
think,
4.
I don't think you have any more effort to spend on this.
No, I have no effort.
Okay.
Make the roll. Shoot it.
Well, if I fail, I fail.
Shoot it.
Sorry, Squid.
Not bad. 2 successes.
2 6s of successes.
2 6s of successes.
Oh, wow.
Shit, you hit.
Oh,
Oh.
Nice. Drugs.
But he reduced. But here's the thing: he reduces with his armor, right? And I
So he
think
gets-
that's-
He gets resistance and then armor. Yeah. Okay.
yeah. So yeah. So
Yeah,
in
so if
this,
we-
in this case, he's got armor 3, so that would knock your successes way down. So that would basically make that. So that would eliminate all of your successes, right?
Yeah.
okay.
You shot the dart into a bulletproof vest.
Yeah.
No.
So, whether or not the dart can be salvaged after the fact, but maybe we can roll for that. But all right, so your dart basically sticks into like a hard part of his armor, like his thick leather jacket, like one of the plates, one of the thick reinforced plates on his leather jacket. It just kind of maybe it just hits it and glances off and kind of clatters to the floor, and and he turns, and looks at you, and you're sitting there crouched down with a dart gun in hand, and just as he turns and kind of his attention just wanders for a second, that's when Squid makes his move.
I
Yeah.
distracted him for you.
Yeah. There you go. And what are the rules about point blank range?
You get no penalties. I don't believe you get any penalties.
Do I normally get penalties or?
You get penalties at medium and long range, or point blank.
No, I'm saying, do I get any benefit for point blank
I don't think
as far as damage or anything like that?
I don't think they're in the rules.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I was just asking. If that's the case, I'll take one step back, and then
Short
roll
range is 0, but I mean, that's definitely something that we could consider point blank, maybe be a +1 or something like that.
Yeah.
Take a +1 for being point blank.
Okay, +1 on what? The attack or the
On
the attack, right? Yeah, that would make sense. All right. So here's a question: my Remington Hound, is that something I could do point blank, or is it too big? It's not. It's not like a shotgun, right?
The Hound is a flechette pistol.
Okay, flechette pistol. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna shoot him point blank with that because I love him so much.
Yeah, Remington Hound flechette pistol. So yeah, so it's kind of like an oversized. It's kind of like a tiny. It's like a mini handheld shotgun, basically.
Yeah, it sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
Where
do you shoot, in the guts or something?
I mean, yeah, because if I try to shoot his head, I get a penalty, right?
Yeah, just shoot the middle, just to go for center mass, blue.
Yeah, I'm basically shooting at his heart or something, his chest.
So you could take a vital shot. The attacker targets a vulnerable part of the attacker's body for increased damage. So it would be a -3 to attack for a +2 damage value.
No, I just want to shoot him.
Okay, so just standard attack +1. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. And for standard attack, what do I roll?
So it's going to be agility plus firearms +1.
Okay. So, and I told you earlier that I took 1 point of firearms along with 1 point of perception. That's why I used my XP on. So my firearms is 2, my agility is 2 +1. So let's see, 5d6, and then greater than 4. Is that what it is?
Equal or greater?
Oh, I don't know. I just have I'm trying to type it in. Is that?
Just do the make the monster eat to the left.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
there's no greater than or equal sign. I'm just
It auto takes.
it does it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I thought. Okay.
I mean, you know, one of the advantages of using some of the combat stunts like aiming or the vital shot or the headshot is you do get these auto damage bumps. I mean, you do get your dice get knocked down, but you get these pretty substantial boosts of damage. You know, and there might be a way of mitigating armor that way. I'm not sure, but anyway, go ahead. Let's see what you got. 3 successes.
Yeah.
3 successes. Okay. All right, so he's going to try and reduce your 3. So he's got 5 physical dice.
5. Jesus.
5 physical dice.
Oh, because he's got all types of.
1 success. All right, so you got a net success of 2, and add that to the damage value of your weapon.
All right, so that's 7.
Okay, so you do 9 points of damage.
Holy shit.
Nice.
All
Wait,
right.
no. I'm saying that's 7 total.
Oh yes.
Oh, okay.
My weapon is 5, and
Okay.
it's
Cool.
and it's
Cool. So his
yeah.
armor reduces it by 3 because he's got 3. He's got the
Yeah.
padded vest. So
Yeah.
he takes 4 damage. Okay.
So here's a question: you can move and then act, right? Can you act
Yeah.
and then move?
Yes, you can. Although you might invoke attacks of opportunity.
After you just got shot?
Yeah, if you break away from a threatened square, or if you break away from like melee range, he can't shoot you, but he could like pistol
Try to grab me or something. Okay. So maybe I shouldn't move then.
Well, it's up to you. I mean, you could, but you run the risk of getting hit.
Well,
You
how
also
hard?
have, you also
Well,
have machine guns.
Actually, I think if there's a readied weapon too, I think if there's a readied firearm, they can.
Oh yeah, screw that. Okay. I guess I'll just stay where I am.
So like intercept attack. If your movement passes through the melee reach of an opponent, or you are breaking away from melee range, your opponent can make an immediate intercept attack against you, either with a readied melee weapon or an armed strike.
So here's a question: is there anything else I can do instead of movement in lieu of movement?
I mean, you could like,
You can pray.
yeah, I mean, you can manipulate an object within reach,
You can just funnel him.
small actions or something like that.
Shove a snack cake in his mouth.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean, there's all these like items, for sale on the counter and everything else.
So I shoot him and I slap the cred chip down on the counter. Boom!
Yeah. All right.
You forgot your money. I say
Shove
to
some
the
hot dogs in the wound.
So I finished my original action, which is giving cred chips to the clerk. Like a boss.
Fucking discharge this shotgun shell. Yeah. So like, yeah, he's just like, his whole stomach, the fucking the leather jacket, has been like shredded through. And blood is just beginning to like pour out of his abdomen, dripping down his body onto the floor. He staggers back with this like deranged look in his eye. Meanwhile, the gang member behind you, Squid, raises his weapon and fires a burst into your back.
Okay. Into my back?
Well, at you.
Okay.
All right, so they're carrying submachine guns, right?
God damn it. Medic.
No.
Medic.
Yeah, I've made my NPC builds very user friendly. I don't have to calculate skills. They just have three attributes: physical, social, and mental.
Yeah.
And I just roll one of those. So like for combat, whatever, it's all just one die pool. So he gets 5 dice to roll against you.
Damn.
Bam. 1 success. So now you need to reserve.
Man.
All right, so he's rolling like shit.
Okay.
So you roll your resistance against his one success.
Okay. So I roll a 5.
Is that,
Resistance
is
5.
that your resistance?
That's my resistance. Yeah.
Yeah. So roll 5.
Okay. So 5d6 greater than 4. Oh, that's period 4 greater than 4.
Does it say it right
Oh,
here?
sorry. I'm sorry. I forgot to hit
Slash
roll.
R.
What is
Yeah.
this one
Five.
success here? Is that you?
No, no, I
No,
forgot
no,
to.
no.
I forgot to put in my syntax. Little guy. Little guy say 2 successes.
All right. Wow. Holy shit. So you actually, so he, he sprays like 3 rounds towards you,
I'm like,
and you like dance out of the way. Like you knock over, like a rack of chapstick, and it goes like clattering onto the floor, and all this gum, all this Wrigley's, like just like sprays everywhere, as it gets all shot up, and you're like, you're crashing it down, dancing out of the way.
can you repeat that? My internet was like,
Oh.
my audio. I lost audio. Would I knock over?
Chapsticks.
Oh,
Chapstick and Wrigley's gum.
gum.
nice. Nice.
Yeah. Okay. And so anyway, the other guy, who's badly wounded, picks up his gun and tries to take another shot. So another rule I'm contemplating, and maybe we can think about this, or just sort of mull this over, is so there's this idea that if your stun health track is reduced to 0, you take a penalty called fatigued.
Oh,
Um,
is this stun that low?
No, but I'm considering writing a rule that says if your physical health is reduced by the value of your body, like there's this idea that if you get shot the fuck up, that maybe you might start taking penalties. So
Yeah.
I think there's some games like Shadowrun and Vampire where that's like, it's way too granular, where you have to like follow this health track, and then it's -1, -2, -3, and it starts being this like oblative like penalties for every little thing that you lose. And I feel like that's just too much to track.
Well, here's the thing. Like, if you make it so that it's harder for people to do things when they get fucked up,
Yeah.
that applies to everyone.
Yeah.
Which means
It'll apply to you too.
Yeah, which means you don't need to have it in the first place, right? Because it's like it becomes equal again, doesn't it?
Yeah, maybe.
Right.
If
You know what I'm saying?
if you have it.
It's like if you don't totally need a rule,
Yeah.
you leave it,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think. I don't know.
I mean, there's that whole, you don't have to get into it, but there's that whole D&D argument. It's like, oh, you have 99 hit points, and I've hit you for 98 points of damage, and you're still fine.
Well, how do you get to 99 hit points? You're a badass. That's how. So, you squeeze that 1 hit point, and you
Anyway, the guy
I'd
that
like to know what you're doing to give somebody 98 hit, 98 damage. That's what I'd like to know.
so the guy that you shot in the stomach,
cold. Okay.
like turns and like sprays you with a burst. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
He gets 2 successes, so you need to resist against his attack now.
You just
Same-
hit up,
same-
Rick, and it'll copy your thing.
Oh, good. That sounds good. Will it really?
Yep.
That's wrong. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. I thought you were saying, 2 successes.
Wow. All right.
I thought you were saying you hit up and it gives you the same result, which
Oh,
in this case it does.
All right. So once again, you are able to like dance and dodge out of the way of like a swarm of bullets.
Squid, my name's Neo. All right. Phew, lucky.
Shane, I'll learn how to dodge bullets. Okay.
Thanks for the tip, Mike, on the up.
Okay. So
up and up.
the devil in the car is
the devil in the car.
the devil in the van.
Sounds like a good title.
That's it's part of either David Bowie or Nine Inch Nails song.
Devil in the car.
there's like, and like there's a devil in the car who wants to give me a ride or something like that.
Oh, yeah. Does sound vaguely familiar.
And there's an old poem I haven't thought of in a long
Well,
time.
Okay. All right. So the devil in the van, the gang member in the van, is surprised, right? So he can take no action this turn.
Oh, that's how it works.
Surprise character may take no action, reaction, or movement during the first turn of combat. So he is just stunned and surprised and taken completely unaware by your attack. So he doesn't do a thing.
Cool. That's the way I like it.
And that'll bring us back to the top of the round, which is Crunchy in the van.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna shoot again and hopefully just finish him up.
Okay. You want to take a call shot, or you just want to go for the body?
I mean, if he only has 2 left, I'm just gonna go for more, no call shot, just regular body shot.
All right, take your shot. So it's agility plus firearms.
So it's
I mean, if your point at this point is ever saying that point blank gives you a +1. I gave it to Rick, so I'll give it to you.
okay,
You're within a meter or
sure.
a yard. I mean, if I think maybe that maybe that would apply to those guys with the Uzis too, though.
That's true. But that guy did get shot up.
Well, I mean, it's
I
fine.
mean, that's the rule.
I can do it with the point blank or not point blank. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah. How about no point blank, Rick?
Sounds good. 3 successes.
Right. So.
No, this is the line there.
So
Your
actually,
critical
so this is the next turn. So he's actually able to react, because that was the first turn that he was able to not react, right?
But he
Okay.
did, but he did react in the first turn, didn't he? Or he?
No, he bled a lot. He received bullets and didn't. So the other 2 devils were able to move. He was not.
Okay. Yeah, he didn't move. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
A big penalty to his resistance roll.
Yeah.
Now his
Okay.
roll is back to normal, so he can resist as usual. Which means his resistance is back to 5. Boom, 2 successes. All right, so you get a net 1.
Mm-hmm.
So you can add 1 to your firearms, your damage value for your gun.
So that would be 6 altogether.
6 altogether, and he reduces 3 with his armor, which
He's
makes
fucked up.
him dead.
Yeah.
All right, so you bang, like another shot, you see like the flash of the muzzle, in this dark smoky van, like just kind of like drowned, swallowed by the sound of the blast beats. Blood sprays on the inside window shield and dashboard, as he just kind of like slumps over onto the wheel.
And just then you hear the lyric, "Lay my hands on heaven and the sun and the moon and the stars while the devil wants to fuck me in the back of his car."
Yeah, that's it. There we go. I knew there was a line somewhere. Good job. Yeah.
All right, so Kaduceus, where are you at?
I'm right here.
Yep.
I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna aim at the guy who is closest to Squid.
Did you move again? You moved again. So you're taking cover behind that.
I'm taking cover. Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm right there.
Yep.
I'm gonna shoot the guy that Squid shot.
Okay.
And
okay.
So that's firearms
Ability
plus.
plus firearms.
All right, so that's 46, and this is with my arm attacks vector 416 carbine with a something in this thing which tells time.
Wow.
It's basically a compact assault rifle.
Wow.
With like a folding stock.
You have to do the /R before that.
Okay. /R.
Yeah, carbines are like rifles basically. The compact rifles. With a lot of range.
Yeah, true, yeah.
Oh.
Okay, resisting. Bam. All right. So
And he resists.
yeah, so he's able to dodge out of the way of your shot. The other thing too is you can always you can fire with firearms. Just FYI, they have different firing modes.
Yeah.
So you get a burst fire, a single shot, and you also get full auto. Okay, so you can see, so your carbine has all of those functionalities. Right?
Oh, okay. Wait, hold on.
So, which what that means is that you could take the single shot, the burst shot imposes a -3 attack roll penalty due to recoil, but grants a +2 damage value, and a -2 penalty to the target's resistance roll.
Yeah.
Okay, so that kind of makes up for it. So you get a little bit of a penalty to the shot, you get more damage, and because you're targeting a wider area, they have a penalty to the resist. Or you could just fucking like unload a clip on. Yeah, and if you fire the full auto, you can target an area. You can target a 30 by 30 foot zone
Wow.
up to short range, or you can target a single target within normal range. You get a big penalty to your attack roll. You get a big bonus to your damage, and then they get a gigantic penalty to their resistance test.
Huh.
So just for future consideration. Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
All right. Well, you missed this time.
Good to know, though.
What about Squid? What does he do?
I'm just gonna shoot this mofo again, I guess.
Are you gonna move or anything? You stay put.
I get attack of opportunity if I move, right? Or
They would get like a melee attack off on you.
yeah, screw that. I'm just gonna try to shoot him, I think.
Okay. All right. With the Remington Hound.
Yeah, again with the Remington Hound.
All right.
And then I have to figure out my value again. It's
Agility, firearms, +1 for point blank.
okay. So 5. Okay. Roll 5d6.
I didn't give it to Mike because reason.
Greater than. Because what?
I didn't give it to Mike before, but maybe because the seat was in between them.
The seat, yeah. Oh man, wow, that's terrible. I got no successes.
Ooh, that is bad.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's the worst roll. I've never rolled like that in real life, by the way. This game.
How'd you roll a 0? There's not even a 0 on that die.
All right. Well, okay. Yeah, I guess so you can disengage also as an action. So if you spend your turn just disengaging from combat.
But I can't do that and also shoot, right?
You cannot. But you can withdraw from combat. So this guy's going to withdraw from combat. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to go there. Okay.
Wait, that's
Rick.
Oh shit! Sorry. You're there. Are you there?
Yeah.
Guys.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you get some cover from there?
He doesn't like bleeding, I guess.
That's because he's a wussy.
Well, it makes sense if no one's challenging these guys forever, and then suddenly someone's shooting at them.
Yeah, so
it's surprising.
He's taking cover like between the snack aisles right now.
And this is where the grenades come in, guys. Grenades.
All the talking flames.
And this guy here, they're starting to get a little more tactical here. So this guy's moving here to 3. All right, so actually maybe he'll take a shot first at you, Squid. So he takes.
Oh, wait, before he does that, I still have my little bit of movement, which I'm not going to use.
Right.
But last time I slammed the credits on the counter.
Yeah.
And now, after missing my shot, I go, "Here are your credits." Okay, that's all.
Okay. All right. So this bad guy fires his shot at Squid.
Oh man.
3 successes. Resist.
Oh, resist. I just roll my resistance.
Yep.
Okay. Let's do. Hold on. 1 second. 5d6. 4 successes.
Ooh.
Right.
Good night.
He's moving. They move to here. Boom. So both of these guys have like tactical points of cover right now. Okay. What does Crunchy do?
Probably not have my full sniper rifle with me, which is unfortunate, as they say.
Don't have your
well-
combat back.
But my skill is sniping. Could I potentially do like a medium range shot?
Through the window?
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
through the door? Yeah.
Yeah. You could fire through the window at one of the Satans, at one of the devils.
You can probably get that one.
Yeah. So I'll roll down the window real fast
Yeah.
in the van. I'll be like, "There."
All right. So this is interesting. Because we're going to use the barrier rules here because you're firing through a barrier.
Okay.
Ooh,
Smokes. I didn't know.
barrier.
I didn't even think I looked at them.
Yeah. I didn't think
Barrier.
I ever used them, but here we are. You're using all. This is
Hey,
nice.
we're here to test out your system,
We're
Chris.
testing out your system. I think we're giving your system quite a workout today.
All right, so barriers. If there's something between an attacker and a target, like a sheet
here it
metal
is.
wall, a pane of acrylic shielding, or the steel door of a car, the target is considered to be behind a barrier. Barriers are rated 1 through 6 based on their durability. The rating of a barrier acts as a success threshold. Successes against a target must meet the barrier rating first. Only the successes that exceed the barrier rating are applied to the target.
Oh,
Additionally,
that sucks. But
additionally,
yeah, it's only 1 or 2.
a barrier cannot withstand attacks indefinitely. Eventually, they suffer damage and fail. Every time an attack exceeds the barrier rating is reduced by an equal amount of points. When the barrier rating is reduced to 0, the barrier is so damaged it offers no further protection from the attack. All right, so you're firing through glass, so it's barrier 1.
Yeah, it's a small one.
Sounds good. We can do this.
Basically, so it's oblative. So every time you fire through a barrier, you reduce it by
Like its strength or whatever. Yes, I should be able to
Blip,
be able to
blip,
shoot
blip.
through the window or like a glass door or whatever to the mini mart. Yeah. So we are. That is agility and firearms.
Are you using a pistol to shoot?
Heavy pistol should have short range of 20, medium range of 40.
Cool.
Yeah, so it should be within actually
Yeah,
one.
still within short range.
Yeah. Cool. So I'll roll down. Yeah, I'll roll down
Well-
the van window and shoot through the glass door.
Blup, 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 blup.
And that is, and it's agility and firearms. So roll that dude. 3 successes.
Okay, so basically what that means is the first success is the threshold.
Sure.
All right, so basically what that means is only 2 successes are
Mhm.
applied to the target. The window explodes, or does it?
The door should probably shatter, or like maybe with a big bullet hole or something.
So you punch like a big hole through the window. I'm trying to think, would it if it's like security glass, would it shatter or would it just anyway? So all right, so he's got to resist. 2 successes.
Let's see 0, 0.
Bam.
God damn.
Whoa.
All right. All right.
So, Mike, to get around that barrier rating next time, just shoot through the same hole you made.
Yeah, I can do
Yeah,
that.
no, I think at this point, I think the window shatters. I think that's what happens. Like maybe it's like safety glass, so the whole thing just
Falls in cubes.
rain of glass beads. It just you know, and it just completely, you know, or maybe it does, you know, maybe it doesn't all fall out, but you know, like it gets that whole like breaking pattern, you know, throughout
Uh-huh.
the whole like webbing pattern, and with like the big chunk of it just like sort of like torn out where the bullet passed through.
Mhm.
This guy's poor mini mart.
I know.
Well, he would have been dead or beaten by these guys, so you know.
He might still be.
Eh.
What does Caduceus do?
Jesus is right here.
Okay.
And he's
Engage,
gonna
yeah.
shoot this guy.
Do you want to take any types of called shots, or
All right, so
We're not like good enough yet, are we? It's like a -3, isn't it?
depends on what you do?
can you explain to me one more time the differences between the 3 shots?
All right, so there's different kinds of combat stunts. There's vital
Right.
shots, headshots. There's aiming. You can take extra time to set up a more accurate shot. There's a disarm. There's a knockdown, stun attack.
So here's the thing, Chris. I read your aiming rules, and basically it's like 1+1 for every round,
Yeah, or right.
every or turn or whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a bit low. Like if you spend your whole turn aiming, I
Yeah.
feel like you should get more than a +1.
Okay.
But I don't know. I don't know if that's true. It just feels a little low
Okay. It's good to know.
because you could have moved and shot in that whole time.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
I don't know.
Maybe like +1. You know, maybe +1 to attack, +1 damage, or something like
That sounds pretty good. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, just to make it, because I don't think I would I don't think I would aim unless I like really had luxury,
No.
the luxury too,
Right.
and with these rules. But with like a little bit more incentive, I might stop and aim. You know, yeah, +1/+1 sounds pretty good.
that.
And I know in other systems when you aim, they do give you something kind of sweet. I'm trying to remember what systems I'm thinking about.
Well, you've got Caduceus has the assault rifle.
Yes.
So maybe you want to do something with that. Maybe instead of the combat stunt, you might want to consider using like one of the different firing modes.
Right. So
So the burst
S/BF/AF.
right. So there's the burst fire, and then there's the automatic fire.
Right. So the burst fire.
You get a -3 to your attack roll,
Okay.
and then you gain +2 to your damage value and a -2 to the target's resistance roll. Or you can fire an automatic shot. You can, which is a -5 to your attack, +4 to damage value, -4 to the penalty to the target's resistance test. What is your attack?
Yeah, but my attack is only 4.
All right. Well, I can't reduce your attack roll to
Right.
anything below 1, so you still
Right.
get 1. And then his dice would be reduced to 1 too. But if you did that, you'd burn your whole clip.
Yeah.
So you have a 50% chance of hitting. He has a 50% chance of resisting.
I burn my whole clip.
Well, you burn 10. You burn 10 rounds.
Why not? Let's try it. Let's try it.
All right. So you're gonna just sit there and fucking like empty, fire the automatic shot. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Ready? Let's see if it works.
Here we go.
Here we go, everybody.
Do it.
No.
Oh,
Oh man.
He just like
I am
posing
such-
bullets downrange, and this guy, fucking Twinkies are exploding off the shelves. like cans of beans are just blowing up, bean juice is just like exploding out onto the floor.
This poor guy.
Um,
I mean, what? I'm sorry, Eric. What did you roll? It just says rolling d6.
Because I did the auto fire.
Okay.
So auto fire is what? I get -5, but because my dice were going to be below that, I have 1 that I can roll.
all right.
Huh.
Yeah.
So, okay. All right. So Squid. Do you wish to? What do you want to do? Do you want to keep going with this fight? You see Mitra, or you see, Mitra cowering behind the counter.
That's the door right behind me, right? Right
Huh?
there. That's,
Your
right
volume's a
behind
little low. Your volume's a little low.
oh, how do I?
Yeah, no, your headset's up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I was eating. I didn't want you guys to hear chewing.
Crunch, 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 crunch.
Yeah. So that's the door that's like right to my left, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Door. Yes. But these devils are still there, and so I shot one of them. Did the other one get damaged too?
No. One of them is damaged. One of them is not damaged. One of
Oh,
them.
not damaged at all.
Yeah.
And what's short range? 20 feet or 20 yards?
20 yards.
Oh, so they're all within short range.
Yeah, they're all within short range, but they do have cover relative to you right now because of.
Oh,
So you can move and take a shot and try to
yeah.
work around their cover. You could do that.
And see if I die. Let's see. Okay. The one that's furthest away from me is the undamaged one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you could like grab Mitra and just run out the door.
I can actually grab him and run out the door, or no?
I mean, you could try. I'm just saying.
Huh. And I could do that all within my turn?
If you try to like grab him, like pull him through the hole, through the.
The slot where the money goes.
Yeah, right?
It's just a slot. I mean, it's kind of like an open area.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
okay.
not gonna work. It's he's got bulletproof glass and shit, right? Plus, if he's smart, he has like an escape route back to that like dying tree behind him. Do I stay or do I go? Did I notice anything? Can I roll perception to see if I notice anything of like what happened out in the parking lot?
I mean, yeah. I mean, you can see without having to roll. You see Crunchy hanging out of the window with his pistol in his hand, shooting through the glass. You see the glass exploding.
And he's shooting out of the van, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I
out
think
of
I might.
the side of the passenger side of the van. I would imagine.
So there's a maglock on my bike, which means no one can steal it,
Yeah.
theoretically. I think I might run outside with intention of like, oh, I'll run outside, and as I get to the door, I yell to Caduceus like, Caduceus, the van, let's get the fuck out of here. Or something like that.
I'm down.
So you guys
Yeah.
can also take your own bikes, and I can take the van, and then we don't have to come back here.
Oh, it's true. Caduceus, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's true. So are we just jetting?
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm finding out I'm not great in combat. So
Yeah.
Well, I did not expect to be great in combat because of my character. That's why I said to Chris that we should NPC
Yeah.
a street samurai.
Yeah. I mean, you
Yeah.
guys aren't doing too bad. I mean, actually, Crunchy's been like ripping it up.
Yeah. And I don't feel so bad about my performance, but my guy is not like a
Yeah.
bruiser.
I mean, it's interesting to see the flow of this. I feel like it does drag a little bit. I'm surprised. Like some of the resistance rolls are really good. And it can really knock your attacks down to nothing.
yeah,
Well,
And
you get resistance and then you get armor.
Yeah, it's like a double.
yeah.
That's 2 walls. But it does make some sense.
right.
I think that once people get used to the system, it probably won't drag. But the double wall thing is a little like shit,
Yeah.
Right.
But it makes sense because yeah.
I
I mean,
The other
it's
thing
also
would be-
the wall, the double wall kind of mitigates the fact that you're not rolling for damage.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
damage is
Yeah.
always constant.
Yeah, exactly. And rolling for damage is a annoying thing too. So it still feels the way other system feels
Right.
because you're
Yeah.
not, you're
I mean,
taking
if you
away
get hit,
one barrier.
no one is really gonna take more than 2 hits and survive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
I don't care who you are, but if you take 2 hits from a gun, I mean, even if your armor reduces it, you're lucky to survive 2 solid hits.
Yeah.
With your
Yeah.
armor soaking it up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even if you're
Just
wearing-
like life.
all right. So what about, so you leave Mitra, that's fine. You call out to Caduceus and you run out the
Like,
door.
I yell, let's get the fuck out of here. Or, I really want to be intimidating, but I can't. I'm just like, let's get the fuck out of here. No. Okay, can I say 2 things? I already told Mitra, there's your money, right?
Mhm.
Can I just like slap that cred chip so it goes behind the count, like off the counter into his area, and then run and be like, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Just so that like the cred chip's not just sitting on the counter. Just like that's his.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I do.
All right, so you
Right.
spend your turn dashing, sliding the credit towards Mitra, just basically kicking open the doors and like running towards your bike.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're on your bike, and like you spend the rest of the turn like deactivating your mag lock.
Which I don't know how seamless that is, because like with bio, what do you call that technology where you use your eyeball or your fingerprint?
I mean, it might be something that you can just interface with your HUD,
Okay.
have the code in your heads-up display, like kind of programmed.
Yeah. Because
Just
can
like
it be a
this
finger?
device that just interfaces with the mag lock and just ching, 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 those numbers
Yeah.
slide
Yeah.
into place.
Real.
The mag lock, like the red light turns green and it releases, and you push the button and it silently starts. so anticlimactic, all these electric cars.
You need one of those little woo whistles from the gumball machines.
Okay, all right. So Devil May Cry #1, who just got fucking hosed.
and I'm just like standing there like, hi guys.
He's got his Uzi in hand, and he's gonna take a burst shot at you. Okay. And let's see, that's first shot is actually negative. So he fires 3 rounds. Actually, that doesn't give him a lot. I think he's going to keep firing single shots because he's not going to be able to hit you with a burst shot. So, bang. All right, so 2 successes against you. So
right.
resist.
Resisted. Gonna be 5.
And there's a lot of symmetry to the rolls, and with the 50% success rate of each individual die. Okay, cool. So he gets 1 net success on you, and
That's not cool for me.
no, it's not. It's not great for you because you're gonna feel this. All right, so it's 6 points of damage.
Oh my
Minus armor.
dude. Yeah.
Minus armor, right?
Right.
Which is what?
Okay, so I have 3 armor.
All right,
Okay.
so you take 3.
All right, and that's going to be under max lethal, right?
Yeah, so it's gonna be under max lethal.
All right.
Okay.
All right, and then he takes cover behind this rack of snacks. And the second guy over here. All right, so Squid is outside. Second guy comes, moves, and snaps a shot at you.
All right.
Come on.
2 successes.
Ah, I
All right.
Cool.
All right.
Woohoo.
All right.
So you're able to dodge away.
Yep, and I'm getting the hell
Get
out of
the
here.
fuck out of there.
Next start of next turn, Crunchy is hanging out the window. What do you do?
I go back in the window. I
There's a body in the driver's seat.
Yeah, I was thinking. So I want to kick the body out of the driver's seat. Do I have like a quick moment just to like feel his pocket, like if he's got a wallet or any kind of like?
Yeah, he's got a wallet. He's got a
Yeah,
gun.
but-
He's got a gun. He's got a wallet. He's got some
I'll-
shit in his pockets. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cigarette.
I'll just do like the fastest like object out of pocket, kick him out, kick the body out the door.
Yeah, so you grab like a wallet, you grab a pistol, and you grab like a little bag of pills.
Yeah, great. I toss those on the floor, kick the body out.
Okay.
And
Body
start-
rolls head first out of the car, you know, just like thuds onto the pavement below. All
Yeah.
right.
And I start driving.
Okay, so you just get the fuck out. All right.
Yeah.
All right, you back up, screech out of here and hit the gas and just, you know, whip around the corner, hit the roads and just barrel away.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Caduceus.
I'm out.
All right.
Bye.
All right, you're out. Hop on your Vespa.
Yep. Getting out.
Push the button.
We as Italian, we say ciao.
Beep beep. All right, so you hop on your moped,
What is that?
fire it up, and peel out. Cool.
Yep.
And Squid.
I say, now that those fuckers are gone, I can unleash the real fury. I take out all my weapons. No, I'm just kidding. I get my bike and I get out of there.
All right, okay. All right, so the three of you guys pull out onto the onto the road and just barrel away underneath the high noon sun. All right, so I think that's the end of session 3
Nice.
Nice.
at 11 p.m.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, so that was cool, guys. Thank you.
That was good.
How about some experience?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
Who's the fuck, there's a famous celebrity who is like in this who played Bilbo? Not Bilbo, who played Frodo?
Elijah Wood.
I think there's a photo of Elijah Wood on a Razor scooter. That's how I imagine. Yeah, if you look up Elijah Wood on a scooter. Wait, hold on.
Is he doing it? I see it. I found it. It's pretty funny.
That Caduceus? Yeah.
He's got,
Yeah,
mustache.
Caduceus.
Mm-mm.
He's got a little mustache on him
Yeah, that's him.
and Canadian tuxedo.
Yep.
Is that racist? Is that am I not allowed to say that? Canadian, you guys know what that is?
Yeah, just a denim outfit all the way up. and down.
Exactly. Canadian
it.
tuxedo. So funny. Oh man.
All right, so everybody take 3 XP for today because you
Woo.
completed the session, and yeah, I would say
So
that was a you know it was an encounter that was a medium to
I
hard
have so much experience.
encounter. So
so I'm going to use 2 of that immediately
know.
to make that one dude into a contact. Is that cool?
what
You
was
said
his name?
you told me I could use
Yeah.
2
Yeah,
to make what's that guy's name? Raz?
Raz.
Yeah, into a contact.
Yeah, so
He's from the streets, right?
Raz is your street contact. Yeah.
Contact. Raz from the streets.
Streets
Yo,
from the hood.
from the hood. He's my blood. You know?
Blood. The
You're my
blood.
blood, cuz.
My blood, bruv.
Bro, bro,
blood is my blood.
Bro.
bro.
You're my blood, Giza.
Giza.
A blood Giza? What is that?
It's an old man who likes blood.
It's an Egyptian thing. Um,
All
I'm
right.
like using my experience right away. So that was pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean,
I'm glad I'm not dead.
yeah.
I'm sorry that Caduceus got shot the fuck up. You
That's
know,
all right. I'm a medic. I can heal myself.
when I was like, I'm getting the fuck out of here, I forgot that like both those characters had turn.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping that Chris would just be like, "Hey, he's just gonna just kind of sneak out there too," but whatevs.
Well, you didn't get your information, but you got to shoot a bunch of people.
Exactly.
Yeah, but we could come back. That's the thing. I gave that guy.
And out of the deal, which is pretty sweet.
Yeah, now I
Yeah.
can like show up
Yeah.
looking like them.
Your Satan van with like a whole collection of like black metal CDs in it.
and evidence, but
Evidence. Yeah.
and we can probably
Only
maybe move some of that drugs for money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But who's to say we can't go back to the convenience store in a few days and be like, yo, I paid you your money, my info.
and
bitch.
scrape the DNA sample that was Mitra off the floor.
Yeah, if he's dead, yeah.
Put him in an envelope and send that back to
Well, here's the thing.
contact.
Would they kill Mitra? Who's gonna run that convenience shop? Who's gonna restock their hot dogs and their beer? True.
I don't
He's
think
the
And
pusher.
technically, Mitra didn't do anything to them.
I don't
No,
think
he
they care
didn't.
about such things.
I don't think they really.
Yeah, yeah. So he might be. I'll call him and be like, Mitra, listen, I give you your money. Quid pro quo, Felice. Quid pro quo. You know, it's still an option.
Yeah, well, anyway, you got this van. Like Crunchy's got the van. He hasn't really had a search it.
By the way, Crunchy Munch,
Mhm.
here's to you.
Thank you.
Seriously.
Awesome.
Thank you.
You jumped in there, you're like, blah, 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 blah.
I think
I
you
love these
saved-
streets.
I think you saved our asses. We couldn't have done this without you, Crunchy.
Ah.
Project Arcturus could not be a success without you.
The Denver Broncos are filling this ban up.
Also, Darwin hurt.
No, no. Yeah. I have freshwater burns all over me.
Oh, I fucking love Darwin. Chris, you ever watch Sequest?
Oh man.
What?
It's
No,
not good.
it's really bad.
It's totally worth
But,
watching, but it's terrible.
It's really, and there's like the person who talks to
Hanna-Barbera?
Darwin. What's that?
Like Hanna-Barbera? What is this? What?
it's
It's
a
like
live
Star
action.
Trek and it's like Star Trek in the water.
Yeah.
Is it like Adult Swim or is it
No,
Hanna-Barbera?
no.
No, it's like
It's-
legit, like meant to be
It's
like. a
trying to be
series.
real.
Yeah.
It's trying to be a real sci-fi show.
Oh, so it's like
And
trying to be real.
yeah,
Yeah, you
And,
just
like-
watch the trailer.
and Darwin is a dolphin, and there's this kid that's kind of like Wesley Crusher,
Mhm.
made a program that's translated dolphin talk. So the dolphin speaks, and then you hear it say this dolphin's name is Darwin.
Mhm.
You hear it say things like Darwin hurt.
In the first season, they actually encounter alien holograms, and then the next season, the season 2 or 3, the aliens show up but are evil.
Oh wow!
So that's when the
Forgot about
season
that.
really kind of collapses into
Did
itself.
you ever play that game? What was it called? Eco?
Eagle the Dolphin?
Yes.
had no
At the
problem.
end, you have to fight aliens.
Yeah, you can.
It's straight out Sequest.
The best thing to do is watch games done quick on YouTube for it, because then they're actually speed running the whole thing, and the like,
Yeah.
levels you're like, I didn't know you could jump 14 times in a row to actually complete this level normally. Holy shit!
Oh man. But yeah, do yourself a favor. Just kidding. It's not a favor. Check out Sequest. It's terrible.
Yeah,
Will do.
1000% at least watch the trailer, because you'll understand the entire show from the. from the
Speaking of
commercials.
holograms, Mike,
Mhm.
someone analyzed dolphins' sonar language
Mhm.
and discovered, supposedly, these are in good scientific journals, but supposedly the information is three-dimensional,
Oh,
like, and visual. Like it's visual information made into sound that's three-dimensional, and they like analyze in such a way where you can actually see visual like landscapes and shit. It's weird, and I don't know I haven't seen anything about it since, but it was in like a couple of like actual journals. So I don't know.
I will check that out.
I don't think it was in Nature or Science, but it was in other journals.
Bob's Journal of Dolphins.
No, like
no, I'm
you
sure
know,
it's legit.
something like Popular Science or something like that.
I was watching the dude who we normally watch for like really like hardcore like explaining astrophysics stuff channel, but
Okay.
today's was that the whole idea of wolf pack structure and alphas and omegas and all that is only for random wolves in zoos, and that in the wild it's actually just super egalitarian, super lovely families.
I'm not surprised because I've always thought that whole alpha thing, like with wolves and cats, we're always like, he's the alpha because he licks the other guy's ass, or he's the alpha because he's always clean, or he's the beta because he's always cleaning. I always thought it was like too simplified and not on the mark. So I wouldn't be surprised if this guy's actually right.
It's gonna really fuck up the whole like a red pill like men's rights cult movement right there,
Yeah, no, it's great. Like essentially that's what the dude was saying.
Hierarchy stuff.
Yeah, it's like hierarchies only really exist in hardcore prison systems that people created for wild animals.
Well,
Who knew they're acting weird.
There is one hierarchy that does exist, and that's predator and prey. There's some species where you're like, okay, you are obviously feeding everyone else.
Oh yeah.
You are prey species. But besides that, I don't know, as far as hierarchies, I don't know.
Gentlemen, I gotta sign out.
All right.
Cool.
All right.
Good night, guys. Sweet dreams.
Thanks for this. All
Yeah,
right.
thank you. This is great.
Session. I'm glad we finally got to shoot some people. That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
seriously.
And not like kids. I mean, I would have, but
Well, you gotta bring grenades next time.
Oh, I gotta buy grenades. Good call.
All right.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.
You just pull the pin out.
Bye,
You know the
guys.
same thing.
Oh,
Let
man.
go. All right.
See ya.